Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm just zooming in so we can see what I'm doing today. I've got to do this so I can see because it's on the front of the camera. Okay, so hopefully now, okay, so hi everyone. Now this is just a bit of bits and pieces, what I've been doing. Now I came on here the other day, I think the last time I was on here I showed you a bit about beading, and I previously shown you the leaf I made, and this is the heart that I have finished, except I haven't put it in as well, I haven't made it into anything particular now. Okay, so that's my heart that I did. I started off and I think I showed you what I was putting these down, and then I went around and I just filled it in with beads, and it was just so much fun. I had a really good time doing this. I really liked it. It was very, and then I just hung that little tiny bit on the bottom because, and I hadn't finished it off because a lady, I can't remember your name, sorry, asked me could we turn this into a necklace. Well, yes, of course you can. So this could be a brooch or a necklace. It just depends what attachment you have on here. You can put a bail on them because these are really good to make instead of something just plain, or it's a thing made by you. I think they make good gift for people, and it's not a hard thing, and easy, and not that much money to post. Okay, so the bales that I've got here, I've got giant ones. Well, I won't be using those because I accidentally didn't see when I ordered them the size, but actually there's some things that I have got that they could possibly go behind, but I wouldn't put it behind this, and I'm definitely not going to hang that in the center because it'll tip. So I've got these tiny weeny ones like I've had for a while, and I went and got some more, but I could hang that too. I could hang that in the center. It might not tip about. You just glue that onto there, right, or whatever size you want. If you want a bigger one, well, that's all right too. I think that might not look too bad, and then you can run whatever you want through it for it. So after you finish your beading, right, you've cut back all your felt as far as you can without cutting any of your ending off here. There's lots of knots, but that's because I've ended off my beads. You don't want to cut the felt, so when you're doing that you need to be really careful, and you come over to this side and you just sort of cut it like this carefully on an angle. Okay, just don't cut your cotton. So I'll be cutting out a piece of felt and putting onto that, and I will this is twiddling around, but you know what, when I put that on there I thought to myself, I'm going to add a jump ring onto that. I'm going to put a little ring on it to put it on so it'll hang a bit better. I just sort of sewed that on there when I was making this to see what it looked like. I thought, now I'll just put that there for a minute, see if it looks okay, look at it a few times, and then I decide. Often putting my work, sit it somewhere so I can see it occasionally and think, now, well, that doesn't look too bad, so, you know. But anyway, that has got a really nice variety of beads on there, which I really enjoyed doing this. So, of course, I've started something else. But back to this now, I'm going to I might put this bail on here. I just want it to hang properly though, and I think it will, because that's big enough. If you put a chain through there, piece of ribbon, whatever you like to put it around your neck, or you can use it for a brooch, you can stick it on the front of a book, a card for somebody, anything that you want to do with it. A box, make it bigger, make it smaller, whatever you want to do. So now I'm actually working on a eye. I'm working on a lizard eye, I'd say. Might be lizard eye. It's not going to be a person eye, because it's going to be a lizard or something like that. Now, I have pictures of these because I've had a lot of beading pictures, but I don't have an instruction for it, and I'm just going with what I think it looks like. Now I'm going to have to put that book, I'm going to have to show you that book. Anyway, that'll be down the little way. I did have some glue here, that's what that mess is, because I tried to, because the eyelid has to be coming down over the eye to make it look more real. Well, you know. So I'm just up to this part here where I'm putting the eyelid on. The eye itself is going to be probably about that big, and then I can put a bail on it if I want it. I can use it for a brooch, or you know, or send it to somebody. Now, to get the little middle part, I did cheat a bit because I had these doll's eyes that I bought a long time ago, and they were in here, and I took that out of there, and I haven't got the ones that I was trying to work with anywhere about here. I don't know what I did with them, but in this part there was a little bulging eye bit, and sitting in that was that piece, and it just come out real easy. I just flicked it out and it came out real easy. So you can buy these online. They're a dollar. You put them back in the, you know, because obviously there's an little eyeball bit and that, or that bit there in front of it. You can do that if you want to, because you can buy. I might even actually send away for some more of them. I've seen people pull these apart, but I really don't think I want to do that. I like to put another stable eye in there. So the only other way that I've made eyes in the past, I do have some here actually. I can show you, because oh, isn't that good? They're fair here handy. Because I do have a little. So there's some there that I've made previously. I'll get this out of here. So this will be called a bit of show and tell. Why won't it come out? Oh, I see. I've probably glued it. Oh no, sticky tape had some stuff there. So there's eyes. See, by putting one of these cabochons over top of a printed out eye. So you can go onto the internet and you can get pictures of eyes, people's eyes, cat eyes, anything. Print them off. Put your thing over the top like that. If you want me to show you how to do that, I will. And cut it out, and you've got a little eye, and then you can bead around that, see, and that looks really awesome, doesn't it? I think it does anyway. So that's that. I might show you this other thing a bit later. Now, so these are just a couple of my pieces of things that I use for reference if I need to find something that I've done before and I want to find out, oh you know, just feel like making something and you think, oh no, I've done one of them, so let's see what I did before though. Anyway, just dry my face with the towel here. Now, so that's how you would do the eye. You can buy these online too. Get round ones, square ones, all sizes. I think, well, I'm using, this is round here, so you'd put this over the top of, I don't think I've got a coloured one, only that cat, like I did, or the colour or whatever you want to use, and then you can make the eye. Okay, now I think that's all I was going to show you today. I can't think of anything else. I am really excited about getting some more work done on that, so I don't think I had to tell anybody anything. I know I had to. I was talking about the needles in one of the videos that I did about threading the needle, and I'm sure I didn't show you how I was told by Elaine how somebody had did this, and it's really easy to thread your needle. You get a piece of paper, right? Because a lot of people have a lot of trouble threading a bead needle because they're very, very fine. Now, have I got one here? Well, I don't think I can get the paper through there. I don't care what anybody says. Really, look at that. The hole's way too small in that one. This one is like I've been using today, but I can actually thread this one really easy. So I might show you how to do this. Now there's your bead needle. Now these are size 10 to 13. It was on the packet that I bought. I think that is the biggest. Well, when I say the biggest, these are fairly long too, which is really good, and they are made by a company, and I haven't got the packet in here. Hang on a minute, I might have. Wait a minute, nobody panic. I could have it in here. Oh, I do too, look. Hang on, I'll have to set that down. Here we go. These are hand sewing needles, of course. They are beading needles in their size 10 to 13. Now, a few people have said to me they can't get ones with big, well, these have got really good size eyes on them, haven't they? And that's what I'm using now. If anybody really wants any, I'll go and get them for you. They cost me $2.50, and there's 6 in that. And I think that's a really good buy. Now, I will get back to this. You get your piece of paper, you cut it down, of course, so it's going to fit through the eye of the needle. Oh, there we go, but it's going to fit. I'm blind today for some reason, I don't know what's... That's not going to work. Excuse me, I better have a drink of water. Elaine told me this was going to work, she did. She said you do this and you thread it and you push it through the needle. Well, I don't know if you can put it through the eye of this needle because these are too small. All you got to do really, I was going to show you that, now I can't, is get your thread like that, push it over your needle and hang on to it and push it through. Look at that. I can I know I can do it, but it's I'm not bragging, but I suppose I've done it that many times, I should know how. But this other idea was supposed to be the idea to do it. I'll show you with a bigger one if anybody ever gets stuck with your needle. All you have to do is just put your piece of paper, and obviously mine's not right for this. I'm sorry about the state of my fingernails. I've been fixing and fiddling stuff, and there we go. I've been playing with shells actually. I'll show you something in a minute. Oh well, maybe I'll do a video on them in a second. So I'm going to put this through there, which is way thick anyway. Look, you put it through your piece of paper, okay, and you just pull it through and you threaded all them threads on that. Isn't that clever? That's for people that can't really see very good. But you know what, that's not a bead needle, so don't think that it was, because I couldn't get it through the bead needle, to be honest with you, but the cotton went through there very nicely. So anyway, I'm going to come back in a second and show you something else I'm going to try, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.